if they don't get this, they're in early trouble, I would say. Especially since Chris is in the game representing his affiliation.
Kia, movement that inspires.
Happy Lunar New Year! We're celebrating in my team with an awe-inspiring new set for the new year.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams, as we're just about ready to get this one started. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. The two towering figures inside for him, Towns and Gobert. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard. And for the Clippers, man in at shooting guard with George at small forward. Down in the block, it'll be Kawhi next to Zubac. And it's Harden in at the point guard position. With the majority of the season behind us, GA, what becomes the focus for teams that have postseason aspirations?
Kevin, ideally, this is the time of year that you want to be hitting your stride. So you have to make sure everyone's on the same page and that you're united in the same goal.
And it's Conley with the ball for the Timberwolves. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
Absolutely, especially on the road when you need those guys off the bench to up the ante.
Now here's Conley, coming off a stellar performance against Milwaukee. Leonard against Towns. Pass to man. Here's Zubac. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. The Los Angeles Clippers coming to this one after the win against Detroit.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
Well, it really showed the trust they have in one another. I love how they got after it, and you could feel that they were playing for each other.
Leonard finds George. The three from Harden. Good on the triple.
Capable of doing great damage from outside for Harden. I think it's simply about shooting with confidence.
Clark, when you think of top rebounders today, Rudy Gobert is a name that comes to mind.
Yeah, he's super long and tall, but that's not just why he's such a dominant rebounder. He's got a real good knack for reading where balls are coming off, and the timing that he has is pretty impeccable, too. And even though he's north of 7 feet tall, he does a good job boxing out as well.
Excellent box out there, keeping himself between the man and the basket.
To the paint. A great, even by modern big man standards, Karl Anthony Towns can really shoot the three.
Yeah, and the only center to win a three-point shooting contest. Towns has developed a terrific stroke, and he just shoots the ball as well as most of the guards in our league.
The free throw drops for Towns. And with Towns, we're looking at one of the best three-point shooting big men in the NBA, Clark. He is something to watch.
He really is, and when you add in everything else he does, Kevin, he's one of the best players in the league, period.
Here's Leonard, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And at about 230 pounds, Leonard is a well-built specimen, can absorb defenders like it's nothing.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw tonight.
The line for LA, Kawhi Leonard for a free throw.
The free throw drops for Leonard. After two consecutive first-round exits, Greg, the Timberwolves are looking to take that next step.
And with Anthony Edwards at the helm, I think they will shoot. But you have to remember, he is only 22 years old. And when your star is that young, you typically have to endure some growing pains before breaking through.
Well, when you shoot it as good as Paul George shoots it, it's hard to stay down on his shot fake. It's really remarkable how he gets defenders to bite on it more times than not.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And, you know, with those numbers, he makes a defender hesitant to get too tight on him. I mean, he doesn't want to get whistled for the foul and put this guy on the line.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Over George. And it's sent back by George. Here's Edwards. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
Leonard on the wing. Here's the three. The shot's good on the assist by George. Leonard's got 6.
There's PG creating for a teammate. Terrific dime drop.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Conley. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
And you know, what you love about Mike Conley, he's a leader by example.
The epitome of a terrific point guard and teammate. True professional in every sense of the word, on and off the floor. He plays and he teaches and mentors. I could see him, if he desired, being a really good head coach someday, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Rudy Gobert. And also his field goal percentage is up in the top 5. Tremendously efficient at finishing plays at the basket.
And again, look what he's done so far this season. Wiping the boards clean, ranking 2nd in the league in rebounds. Outstanding effort. Now, here's McDaniels. Defended by George. Stolen by George. Stolen by Michael Conley. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Last time they came together was in Minnesota, where they felled the Wolves.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
When you are in foul trouble, it makes you less aggressive defensively. When that's the case, it's hard to offer the kind of resistance that you need to. That was in the back of the mind, the foul trouble they were in.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Plumlee is checked in for Zubac. Daniel Tice comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Norman Powell's checked in for Mann. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for James Harden. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for Towns. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Morris subbed in for Mike Conley.
Seems effortless for George, that quick release of his.
Here's Morris. It's tipped. Will it go? That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Anderson slams it in.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Plumlee finds George. From the arc. The rebound by Anderson. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 1. Drops in the layup for 2. Anderson's got his second bucket of the night.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide-open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Here's George. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
For Minnesota, they've gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Morris passes to Reed. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Total breakdown from the defense there. I mean, he'll usually take advantage when that's the case.
And it's George finishing it off.
And it's really obvious that George has put a ton of time into improving his handle. I mean, you never know what he's going to do with the ball in his hands, and most times it's pretty good.
Stolen by George. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
And it's Paul George with the foul.
Paul George.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. 4th team foul.
11 seconds left to play in the first. Another miss by Minnesota.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Powell for 3, and he drains the 3, but let's see, they may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Yeah, and the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing up the footage for the officials on the floor. The new process is making for quicker turnarounds, I think.
Now they're going to switch the call. There is no doubt looking at the replay that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double-digit differential on the scoreboard. Los Angeles on top, leading by 10. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
George and Leonard are the forwards. Harden out there with Norman Powell, and it's Zubac in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Yeah, you know, George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control and bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And as James Harden has gotten older, Clark, he's made it clear he wants to contend for titles.
And that's a typical progression for a player. You can't blame him. I mean, he's done just about everything you can do individually. He's aware of the fact that a championship would add to his career immeasurably.
Here's Towns. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Now here's McDaniel. Still without a basket.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the dunk by Towns.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfect.
Powell for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. From past the arc. Here's Gobert. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey there, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard continuing to work his way back to peak form after his ACL tear during the 2021 playoffs. He said, "I missed a whole year of basketball. I don't want to take anything for granted. I'm just trying to live in the moment and bring a sense of energy for the team. I'm still young, I'm a lot stronger, and I'm back. So, I'm happy." Kevin?
Yeah, good to see, D.A. Hey, thank you. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Just a great job so far applying pressure defensively. The opposition is on their heels with the ball in their hand. Nightmares clamps thus far.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
The three from Harden. Outside for George. Powell, no one around him. The shot's good on the assist by George. Powell's got 6.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. And here is McDaniel. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Passes it to Powell. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Towns with the steal. Here's McDaniels. Now the pass to Alexander Walker. Goes back up. And the rejection by Zubac. Shot clock at 3. They shoot again. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Conley. 12 points for him.
Boy, he's doing everything he can at this point. The rest of his teammates need to step up and give him some help.
Powell for 3. And again, Los Angeles with the triple. And players and coaches want a consistent whistle, Clark. Isn't that harder, though, when minor contact can be called a foul?
Yeah, it is, Kevin, but I do think the officials do a great job. At the NBA level, there's more latitude for physical contact. These are the best players in the world. They're also the most athletic and the strongest players in the world. So giving them room, and I think the officials do a great job of officiating the game the way it should be. And I understand the cry about consistency, but remember now, the officials, much like the players, coaches, and broadcasters, they too are human.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Mason Plumlee's checked in for Zubac. Daniel Tice comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for George. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. Anderson comes in for McDaniels. Edwards, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Monte Morris subbed in for Mike Conley. Here's Reed. James Harden picking up that last basket. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 1:54 left in the first half. Edwards finds Towns. Offensive rebound. Reed gets that one to fall after missing his first 2. 1 for 3 from the field.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Back to Harden. Powell for 3. Minnesota with the rebound.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Here's Edwards. And good as it just snugs right down through the net.
You know, we need to keep seeing this from Edwards. It's encouraging to see him sink the mid-range J there.
And Clark, what can you say about Anthony Edwards? Living up to that first overall hype, he has been spectacular.
Yeah, he has been, Kevin. I agree. Some were surprised he went first overall, but you look back at that draft, he was as good a #1 pick as any of them, and he's certainly proven to be worthy of that status.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot. Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Here's Tice. The kick out to Westbrook. The 3 from Harden. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game. A 3 from Morris. Plumlee with the rebound. Clippers leading by 15. Harden finds Westbrook. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here. Going on the attack, working his way into a nice shot.
Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. For 3, Edwards. That shot, no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Carl. Impressive start for you. What's the mentality going into a game like this?
Just being aggressive. Really played well at all the first half myself. All of us are missing a lot of easy bunnies. We're missing layups for us as pros. So second half, if we make those layups, we should be fine.
We'll see if you stick to the script. Thanks very much, man. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the NBA on 2K Sports. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 16 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. The first 2 quarters tonight looked a lot like what we saw from him in his last game. Kenny, what'd you think about the Clippers?
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played. Their ball movement was absolutely impeccable. All in all, just beautiful baskall to watch.
How about you, Shaq? What'd you think about Minnesota?
First of all, where's the intensity going to be? You think when a team is punking you like this, you at least try to put a stop to it. Nope. They keep giving up open looks, letting the league get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And that's
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Towns and Gobert hold down the post for him. Conley is the point. Edwards plays on the wing. And it's McDaniels at the 3, the small forward. Timberwolves trail by 13. Inside. And Towns throws it down.
Towns can do some exciting stuff on the floor. We're seeing it from him here in this one.
Zubac finds George. On the wing, George. Here's Zubac. Gobert with the defensive effort. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here's McDaniels. Here's Towns. The second effort. Tries yet again. And the layup is up and in. Towns has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And now they're starting to pound the basketball inside.
And George with the stuff.
Well, we know what a skilled passer Westbrook is, but you still got to appreciate that dime there. Very impressive.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. At the top of the key, Gobert. Towns in the corner. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. And the Clippers making a change here. Island's checked in. Already it's February. Hard to believe. Let's see how the West is matching up. Taking a look at Minnesota. They're looking extremely sharp right now. Poised in the top spot and playing very well. And, of course, Los Angeles, a few slots below them.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, they have caught the entire league off guard. This was not a position anyone thought they'd be in at this stage of the season.
And the credit belongs to them for what they did and didn't do during the offseason. I mean, they had a vision, they set it out, and they stayed true to it.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Here's Zubac. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Towns finds Conley. Back to Towns. Over George. It's hauled in by George.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
It's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation to draw the charge.
Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Edwards. George with the bucket. George has got 20 points.
There is no slowing down Paul George. A volcanic eruption from PG tonight.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Offensive rebound. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. McDaniels got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Clippers have their sights set high. Coach Tyronn Lue says this is definitely a championship team, but it's not going to just come. We've got to put the work in. There's got to be a lot of sacrifices. If we come together and do the right things, we definitely have a chance. Kevin, back to you.
And David, he's a big reason why. Thanks so much. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Plumlee comes in for Ivica Zubac. And James Harden has subbed in for George. Timberwolves trail by 10. Leonard with the steal. Over Conley. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. They grab their own miss, and the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. So for the Clippers, Daniel Tice comes in for Leonard, and it's Powell in for Terrence Mann. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Minnesota. Monte Morris comes in for Michael Conley. Harden gets the bucket.
Harden skilled off the dribble, off the catch. He can flat out score.
Pass to Alexander Walker. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Alexander Walker's got his first 3 points of the game. Greg, taking a look at Monte Morris for a second. You got to be inspired by his terrific story.
From late second-round pick to a seasoned NBA player, Morris never gave up on himself and continues to impress with each passing season.
So it's the Timberwolves now after the basket by Los Angeles.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Plumlee finds Powell. Now here's Harden. Back to Powell. Launches a three. Morris with the rebound.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Yeah, they're hustling and giving a good effort, that's for sure, but unfortunately, the execution has been lacking.
Plumlee, the pass to Tice. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Tice has got his first basket of the night.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And it's Anderson with the ball for Minnesota. 7-point differential. They get to take on the Blazers at Portland after this one. That will be the fourth of the string of 5 played on the road. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for James Harden.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues.
Oh, yes, sir! Yes, sir!
James Harden.
And throw it down, Kawhi. Well, that was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. For 3, Edwards. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
By going cold in that first half, they made things hard on themselves, but they've been warming up since that time.
And McDaniels with the block.
LA foul. Norman Powell.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game. And the first one drops. And the 28th pick in the 2020 draft, Mark, Jaden McDaniels has more than outplayed his draft position.
Yeah, you know, there were some question marks year one in college at UW, but you look at him now, hey, length, mobility, skill set, those are things that every team wants and needs.
35 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Reed. Now, here's McDaniel. 8 points for him. Good on the bucket.
You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
Westbrook kicks to Powell. The three from Harden. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Plumlee finds Powell. From deep, Harden. Hands it from downtown. Harden's got 16 points.
If the defense doesn't slow Harden down, he's going to continue to pile it on.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Your Clippers lead by 5. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. George and Leonard are the forwards. Harden out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Zubac in at the 5 down low. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Harden's shot is good.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Offensive rebound. Zubac lays it up and banks it in. And the Clippers lead by 8.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Morris with the ball. Leonard picks him up. And it's sent back by Leonard.
And we're accustomed to seeing this out of Kawhi. One of the best defenders in our league.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
The shooting's been great, but also how about the energy level? That's what's impressed me the most. They've been getting it up and down in transition, and that takes effort.
And here is Conley. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his second foul of the game. Mann's checked in for the Clippers. Minnesota also with the sub. Anderson's checked in. Minnesota calls timeout.
Trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, I listened in on what Chris Finch was talking about with his players. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thanks, David. No good from Zubac.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Anderson passes to Towns. And Anderson kicks to Conley. Feeds it to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Throwing it down. Gobert using all of his height there.
Here's Mann, and he drives in.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Anderson passes to Gobert. Fires the three. It's hauled in by George. Clippers leading by 12. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his third foul of the game.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 9 assists now tonight.
This is Gobert's comfort zone, using his size to capitalize down there.
Here's Mann. From outside, off the mark. Paul George with the steal. And he drops it in from the low post. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Here's Anderson, and the rejection by Zubac. Kicks it to Leonard. Passes to George. And here's Harden for 3. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
You know, he knocked down a couple from range in the first half, but now his confidence through the roof.
They double-team Conley. Anderson wide open. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's Los Angeles now. They're on a 16-6 run. Harden gets the bucket.
Yeah, that barrel-chestedness of Harden. So much strength and body control. It's hard to stop him from scoring.
Here's Conley. There's the pass to Towns. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Towns has got 10 points here in the second half. Pass to George. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Outside Leonard. For 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
Conley's shot is off. Los Angeles leading by 18. Left side, Leonard. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got 9 rebounds now tonight.
And, you know, this will be a big victory for them. They came out and executed their game plan, and what a huge win for Los Angeles.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave them the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And this will make it 36 wins on the year for them.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still 2 more to go in the season series.
Hard to say now how the final 2 games between them will play out, but one thing's certain. I mean, they're going to go at each other. This has become a very intense matchup.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Paul George.
You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat.
Here's Edwards. It's in there. Conley with the assist.
Boy, tonight just gives you a picture of the potential of Edwards. I mean, this guy is an electrifying scoring guard.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback? Diminished.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. It's hauled in by the Clippers. 26 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Pass to Zubac. And here's Leonard from 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
Boy, they've given their fans plenty to cheer about, that's for sure. Effort, skill, coaching, you name it, they've done it. Yeah, he's been hooping, but the rest of the team, not so much.
Basket counts, and the Clippers lead by 20.
Boy, that's a hard shot even from that range. George had to get that one off against tough defense.
Stolen by Harden. And Harden with the stop.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic done.
Turning defense to offense. We talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, James. You have seen every type of defense from opponents over the years. What do you enjoy about that back-and-forth challenge?
Just every single game I'm trying to figure out what they're doing and how can I be aggressive and attack it. You know, I love playing a game of basketball. I love, being crafty and just trying to compete at a high level every single night. You know, it takes a lot, but I'm built for it, and I'm going to just continue to keep going.
Well, you won the chess match tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA live on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Washington Wizards going up against the Dallas Mavericks here at their home, American Airlines Center. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Now Washington starting five. Jones and Poole teaming up in the backcourt. Avdia and Kuzma at the forward slots. And it's Bagley in at the center position. And for the Mavericks, Luka and Kyrie are the talented backcourt. Daniel Gafford is out there with Derek Jones. And it's Green in at small forward. And on paper, this might appear to be a lopsided matchup, Doris, but we've seen plenty of underdogs win before.
You're exactly right, B.A. You know what these games can be called? Quote, trap games for great teams, because one underdog wants to prove all the doubters wrong and show, hey, we can stand up with the big guys.
And it's the Mavericks to start out. On the wing, Irving, guarded by Poole. And it's Irving missing. And it's Jones with the ball for Washington. They're coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
That's a game they know they probably could have won. And had a few more things gone their way, they would have.
You know what? The stats certainly looked good. But the fact of the matter is they couldn't deliver in the clutch moments. And that's something you've got to figure out moving forward.
It's Kuzma with the miss. Here's Gafford diving in. Thinking back to one of the most fun runs in the NBA, Grant, those early 2000 Mavs teams.
Oh, I played against those teams, and they were incredible offensively. Of course, you had Steve Nash running the point, Dirk and Finley on the wings, and the pace they played with, they were well ahead of their time.
On the wing, Kuzma. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
Throw down from Kyle Kuzma, a level of aggression.
On the attack, Green.
With two hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. About a minute played here so far in the first. Jones, the pass to Bagley. Back to Jones. There's the triple. Keeps it alive. Great positioning on the putback.
Now that takes a skillful touch.
Yeah, excellent control to just ease the ball back up and in. Offensive rebound. Green laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Green's got his second basket.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
To the paint. Here's Avdia. Rebounded by Green. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Pass to Doncic. This one for three. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And I know Doncic prefers a straight-on three shot, but his touch works just as well there in the corners.
Kuzma outside. And Gafford with the block. They get it back. It's scooped up. And it was not a clean block. Whistle blows and a foul on the defender here. It's a shooting foul, so free throws will be coming up. They throw good, Bagley. Well, Doris, the Wizards have some star power, but they're kind of stuck in the middle of things.
B.A., unless you have top free agents coming your way, it is so hard to get over the hump. It's about drafting well. Your player development has to be next level. It is not easy for the Washington Wizards right now.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Jones, the pass to Kuzma. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Back to Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Crashes the glass with authority, then puts it back strong.
Next level, man. This guy's just going out and making a play.
Yeah, the court awareness that Luka plays with, knows exactly when and where to deliver the pass.
And it's Jones with the ball for the Wizards. It's a three-point game. Last time they met in Washington.
Yeah, last time against this team, they couldn't stay out of foul trouble, and that really hampered them.
Nothing wrong with aggression as long as you're smart about picking your spots. And let's see if they can be a bit more disciplined this evening.
Poole. The shot comes out. Ooh, good D by Irving. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. And it's Green missing.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
Jones' shot is good.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Now a timeout called by Dallas. Well, Deni Avdija was born in Israel, where we don't see many NBA players hail from, Doris.
No, B.A., definitely a rare sight. He is just the 4th player from Israel since 2010 to debut in the NBA. This is why we love the game. It has such a worldwide reach.
Already it's February. Let's see how things look out west. You look at the Mavericks. Hasn't been a banner year thus far, but they're clinging to that 8th spot in the conference.
Checking out Dallas, they're really doing their best to rise through the rankings. Time will tell whether they can pull it off.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And they'll get another chance. And here's Doncic outside. Rebound, Washington. Here's Coulibaly. And the 3 off target. The Mavericks trailing. Hardaway, the pass to Washington. Here's Exum. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, it's hard to question the size Dante Exum brings to the point guard position. He's unique in the game.
A minute 50 left to play in the first. Pass to Kispert. Of course, as we get deeper and deeper into the season, how hard is it to maintain that level of play defensively?
I think one of the things you have to be mindful of is what is contributing to the numbers that are playing out. The NBA is a marathon. The season is long, and it's very difficult to sustain a high level throughout the course of the year. Defensive intensity, obviously, is something that separates the great teams from simply the good teams, and I think the great teams always have a level of consistency.
Coulibaly. The Wizards with another miss.
And they've come out with a fearless approach on the boards.
Washington's shot is good.
Well, how about the outstanding vision from the crafty point guard, Dante Exum, seeing the floor beautifully.
Now right. 1:11 left to play in the first. And a two-handed jam.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Washington's shot is good.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Washington's gone 1 of 4 from deep. Down low. Here's Kispert, and he jams it home with authority.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Back to Doncic. Out left to the wing. Washington finds Doncic. Fires the 3. Washington with a rebound. Holmes has got 4 rebounds in the game. And here's Kispert from the arc. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far. Washington right side. Doncic outside. The 3 is up. And Holmes pulls it down. Holmes has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Let's go with a 3. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer!
What a huge shot to beat the buzzer. My goodness.
Well, that's the perfect end of the quarter for them. You have no idea how much of an effect those buzzer beaters can have on a team's momentum.
And so it's the Washington Wizards, finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Looking to run whenever they can. That's part of why they lead. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And what do you think about how the Wizards are doing here?
They're getting a big contribution from the bench already.
As a coach, I think you get a certain feel for what your team needs, and credit this guy for not waiting around. He went ahead and made the adjustment.
Washington has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. This is hard to believe, Grant, but the Wizards haven't been to the conference finals since 1979.
It is hard to believe. I mean, they've had some fantastic players over the years. But let me tell you, these fans in my hometown are hungry for a deep playoff run.
Josh Green out there with Washington. Then there's Dwight Powell. Then it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Hardy in at the 1. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, BA, well, Kyrie Irving is a deadly closer when the game is on the line. Where'd it come from? He said, quote, studying the greats and striving to be greater than them. There's a commonality in the way they control emotions at the end of the game. I've been able to learn over time. Ryan?
Well, he's hit some big shots. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. Poole for 3. And the Wizards with another 3.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Washington outside.
I got yours.
Irving finds Washington to the wing, right side. There's the 3. And it's Irving missing.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Kuzma.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And here's what the Washington Wizards schedule looks like. On Wednesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Thursday, they'll be taking on Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
Checking out their schedule, they've got a tough run of games coming up, but quality opponents are a great chance for you to see how well your team can truly perform.
Avdia passes to Kuzma, and Washington again with the bucket.
And they found a nice flow offensively here in the second period.
To the inside, here's Green. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Green's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Right, attacking. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
The quickness of DeLon Wright is a lot for defenders to deal with. How pretty is that drive?
And some were saying, with the rise of the 3-ball, everyone is playing the same. Do you feel there are enough different styles, Doris?
You know what, BA, I know how much emphasis is placed on spreading the floor in the three-point shot, but here's what I believe ultimately. This game is as fun or perhaps more fun than it's ever been for me personally, and it has everything to do with the skill of the players. The shooting, the best it's ever been. The skill level, the highest it's ever been. So I love the game in its current standing.
Making the most of the second chance opportunity.
Hey, the hustle is real, and the hustle is rewarded. Kuzma with the ball. Picked up by Powell. And there's Poole on the assist from Kuzma. Poole's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Powell finds Irving. He drops it from range.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Poole against Irving. And another basket for Washington.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
The Mavericks have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Gafford passes to Irving. No good from outside. Washington has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Poole from long range. Offensive board. It's Kuzma with the miss. Dallas shooting just 42% so far in the game. Green, the pass to Powell. Here's Irving to the left wing. For 3, Hardy. And it's Poole with a rebound. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Bagley, it's good on the putback.
Woo, hard work. Creating the second chance opportunity.
Timeout called. The Mavericks.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Doncic passes to Gafford. Here's Exum. Off target from three-point range. Washington's gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. It's tipped. They retain possession.
Corey Kispert.
Dallas is shooting just around 33% since the second quarter got underway. Here's Hardaway on the take. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
How about that burst of speed? Tim Hardaway Jr., whoa.
There's 1:47 left in the first half. And every year, a question that's frequently asked. Does Dallas have the right mix of players around Luka Doncic?
NBA, this is a hot topic of conversation around the league. Luka Doncic is a ball-dominant player who's been absolutely brilliant throughout the start of his NBA career. But it requires a certain level of player around him. You've got to have guys who play defense at a high level and who can make perimeter shots.
Jones with the ball. An important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game.
And you know, in this quarter, they've really brought up their shooting percentage.
Pass to Exum. Now Hardaway. Fires from deep. Count it. All 3 of his attempts have gone in.
It appears their offense is lacking some balance right now. Maybe too much reliance on the 3-ball.
And Washington has possession. When this game is done, they'll be off to New Orleans as they take on the Pelicans. That'll be the second of 4 games total on the road for them.
Yeah, Doncic is used to and accustomed to all this contact. In fact, you get the sense he loves and relishes this kind of play.
From 12 feet, and Gafford with the block. Pass to Exum. And here's Doncic. Hardaway on the wing. The shot. Another one falls for Dallas.
In such a rhythm right now. Feathery touch. He's lighting them up.
There's 31 seconds left in the first half of this game. Shoots from 12. Jones misses.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Oh, Luka with a deep one.
The defense has to know they're going to get a steady diet of three-point shooting from Luka. You must contest.
Here's Exum. Pass to Gafford. For 3, Hardaway. Oh, did he get it off in time? He did. How about that?
Are you serious? That was incredible.
What a way to seize momentum. Can it carry over into the next quarter? Beautifully done.
And so it's Washington. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. A tremendous game we're seeing from Marvin Bagley. He had 12 points and 8 rebounds. And taking a look at the Wizards, Shaq, what'd you think?
You guys know I appreciate when a team takes that commitment to attack in the painted area. Get those high percentage looks, get things in the happen. That's how they built this league.
Kenny, how do you think Dallas played?
Shot. Was anyone boxing out? I mean, if they didn't box you out like this, you'd have 50 just on offensive rebounds. I mean, they got to put bodies on bodies or fundamentals.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Marvin Bagley really making a difference here.
He's been a real difference maker today in terms of reeling in offensive boards.
Really putting his handprint on this game. You love the hustle, you love the work ethic he has had on display.
And it's Jones with the ball for Washington. They've got a 9-point lead. So on the floor for the Wizards. At the 2 and the 3, Avdia and Poole. Kyle Kuzma out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Jones in at the point.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Well, the unique pregame fashion sense of Kyle Kuzma always seems to be generating buzz for us.
I like it. Yeah, he is very tapped into the fashion world. He certainly has shown off some intriguing, shall we say, looks on his way into the building. But I am all about it.
Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Yeah, Kyle Kuzma, we think of him as a scorer, but that was a tough target to miss. Wide open.
Good. Hardaway's got 5 points in the quarter.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Jones. Soft touch off the glass.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Boy, this offense has been dynamic and diversified.
Just everyone sharing the ball and sharing the load makes you difficult to defend. And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Poole outside. And it's Washington with another.
And they're rolling. 4 straight makes to start the second half.
Timeout on the floor. Mavericks. You know, one place this Wizards team has been very effective is in the restricted area.
Well, that's the coveted shot in the NBA, to consistently score deep inside that painted area. The Wizards know high percentage looks, and they really get after it on the interior.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Washington. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Jones comes with a double team. Poole outside. Takes the 3. Look at Poole showing the range.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Jones' shot is good.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And the Wizards with possession here. Jones, the pass to Holmes. And he banks in the layup. And the Wizards lead by 11.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half. They've been perfect from the field so far.
Outside Jones. Doncic passes to Jones. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 7 tonight.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Oh, it's Holmes with the big jam.
He's been playing great, unselfish basketball, really putting the rock in the hands of the right shooters.
And he has shown a terrific feel for how the defense is playing him and then taking advantage of that.
12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Avdia attacking. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
Here's Kuzma. And the official whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
That's Kuzma's willingness to mix it up and earn the N1 opportunity.
Powell, he's checked in for Green. One thing you can count on with this Mavericks team, they shoot threes.
All night long if you let them. I mean, near the top of the league for attempts beyond the arc. They do
do it every chance they can get.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
The Mavericks are hoping they have what it takes to bring home the Larry O'Brien trophy, and Luka Doncic said, quote, "That's everything. I want to win the championship here. It's our goal every season. It's a lot of work, and there are so many great teams in the league. Anybody can beat you at this point. You have to really be ready." BA?
Good stuff there, Allie. Thank you.
So smooth on the mid-range. Kyrie dialed in.
And here's Wright. He's got 7. With the 10-footer. That one a little long.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
Jones from outside. And the Mavericks, another 3.
Ooh, he's been hot from out there, helping to keep them in this game.
And you don't need to tell him that. He's used the three-point shot as his primary weapon today.
Washington calls timeout. And what can you say about Luka Doncic that has not already been said? Here's a guy in his mid-20s and a perennial MVP candidate.
His career is off to an extraordinary start. He's drawn comparisons to the legends of the game. And like so many of the greats, BA, he is a one of one. The ability to command the game from all aspects is truly something to behold. You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
The Wizards with a lead. Here's Shamet. Yet to see a basket. Inside. Deflects the pass. Doncic up top. Over Wright. That one off the back iron and out.
And that's where you want to make the next pass. This guy is a good scorer, but the defense was right on him.
Here's Coulibaly. Jones grabs the board.
And just not allowing the shooter to get comfortable from mid-range.
Well, he sees the play developing, takes care of his responsibility. Just terrific job defensively.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe now.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Up top, Holmes. It's Shamet on the wing. Lots of room. And he hits the jumper. Shamet's gotten his first basket of the night. The Mavericks shooting about 60% for the game. Pass to Exum. Now here's Doncic. Jones from outside. Rebound by the Wizards. Holmes has got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Shamet. And it's Irving with a rebound. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 2. And Irving, the bucket on the assist from Jones. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
That is pure from Kyrie. Fantastic working off the catch.
Pass to Kispert. 4 seconds left. And he's headed to the line for 2. He gets the whistle there. And there's the foul against Dallas. First free throw is good.
At the line for the Wizards, Corey Kispert. 2 shots.
Good on both. Oh, they get a hand on it. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
They got very fortunate there, guys. They should just take their time on offense and not try to force things.
Here's Doncic. And a miss there off the inbound. And we've reached the end of the 3rd quarter. Just a terrific game thus far. It's the Wizards. They're up by 2. All right, we're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of quarter number 4 next. All right, let's listen in. Head coach Jason Kidd is mic'd up.
Understand something. Keep talking on the defensive end. Stay the course.
Yeah, Jason Kidd, he's helped create an identity for this team. Wants them to stay in character.
Yeah, and how they perform defensively. The effort they give on that end is a big part of that.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Luka and Kyrie are the talented backcourt. Tim Hardaway is out there with Washington, and it's Gafford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
You can feel the temperature rising in this arena. Both teams pouring it on offensively.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or two.
Bagley, no good. The Mavericks shooting about 60% for the game. Pass to Gafford. Another shot. And it's good on the layup.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Washington has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Here's Jones. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
All right, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
What a performance for Beyond the Arc in this game. They stuck to their guns, and it's paid off all game.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
It's Kuzma with the miss. The Mavericks leading. Here's Irving. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
What a wizard Kyrie is in the open floor. Utilizes his speed to help create open shots in transition. That's beautiful.
Now here's Jones. He's covered closely. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Bagley, no good. The Mavericks on offense. They're on a 10-2 run here. Irving, the pass to Hardaway. Over Avdia. Rebound, Washington. Pool's got room. And another miss by Washington.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Hardy, the pass to Gafford. Here's Hardaway. To the middle. Second chance shot. And finished off by Gafford as he lays it in. Gafford's got 10 points in just the second half.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Jones, the pass to Bagley. It doesn't go for him. Nice D from Gafford. Washington finds Irving. Back to Washington. Pass to Gafford. Here's Hardy. Defended by Jones. Irving for three. Rebounded by Kuzma. Washington trailing. Right side Jones. Three-pointer. Knocks it down from distance.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
The Mavericks have gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Washington's shot is good.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
The Wizards have got 2 of 8 shots to drop in the final quarter. Kuzma, the pass to Avdia. Here's Bagley. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
And Dallas calls time here. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
Now, I'll tell you what, this was one easy pick for sure. From the start, he looked in total control for the entire game. It's incredible to see a player outperforming everyone else on the court.
Green's checked in for Dallas. Luka Doncic comes in for Hardy. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, I was able to catch the message that Jason Kidd was giving to his team. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. On the wing, Green. Here's Gafford. And it's Bagley with a rebound. Bagley's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. 0 for 3. Tries to save it. Doesn't go. That's his 5th miss out of 10 tries.
2 minutes.
Pass to Doncic. Launches it from deep. Rebound by the Wizards. Abdia's got 4 rebounds in the game. Now Poole. Poole floating in for the slam. He's electric.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Washington has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. 11 feet out. It's Kuzma with the miss. They're just trying to hold on to this lead, Grant.
And right now, you just can't afford to be careless.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. There's a minute 26 left to play in the 4th.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Irving. Poole outside. Kuzma, the open look. And the foul on Marvin Bagley. That's his 3rd foul so far.
3rd personal foul. 1st team foul.
And so it's Green who brings up the ball for Dallas. 4-point game. Over to the left wing. The 3 from Washington. And the 3-pointer goes. Washington's got 6 in the quarter.
See, Kyrie never hesitates. As soon as he sees that open man, boy, it is on time.
Yes! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Huge shot from Kyle Kuzma. The sky is never shy.
And it's Gafford missing. Kuzma against Washington. And he buries it. What a beautiful shot. Brings him within 3.
Kyle Kuzma stepping up and getting it done.
Back to Green. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound Washington.
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
Greg, this is all about execution. Can you free an open man from the 3-point line? That's what it comes down to.
And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And Dallas calls time here. They're on top by 3. There's 10 seconds left in the 4th quarter. There's 10 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter. A nice shot by Doncic.
And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
Now a timeout called by Washington. They're losing by 6. 8 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Jones from outside. Kept alive. The kick out to Poole. Takes a 3. It's in.
You know, he could have looked to score that himself, but in this particular instance, the advantage is playing inside out.
And so it's the Mavericks who come out on top here. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Luka, in the end, you guys managed to protect home. We know how exciting this game was to watch. What was it like to play?
I mean, it was, intense. I appreciate the crowd was in. They're amazing fans. They always are here for us in the loss or win, so I just appreciate them. And they just lift us up.
It's all for...
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
I'm going